Welcome to this course on Peanut Lab installation. In the previous module, we saw how to install the Ubuntu operating system. Now the installation has been completed. What we need to do is to reboot the virtual machine. So we're going to select this option that says reboot. So once it gets rebooted, the very next thing that we'll do would be to check the partitioning. Usually, when you install Ubuntu or you install Kali Linux or you install Red Hat, Fedora, any other version of Linux, usually the space would not be synonymous to what was initially assigned. As an example, if we are to check the size that we assigned to this particular virtual machine, we would see that we allocated 100 gig. But when we log in, okay, so once we log into the machine, let's do so. So the very moment we log in and we try to check the disk space, if you remember, we said we can use df minus h. Your D stands for disk, your F stands for file system. Okay, so if we do just df alone, you can see that we we are getting some info, but it's not in human readable format. So we really cannot understand what these numbers are saying, which is why the minus h becomes necessary. So now that we've added minus h, we can actually see that the dev slash mapper slash Ubuntu minus VG. Okay, let's open this on Putty so that we can actually highlight. So I'll open my Putty. I'll impute that IP address. If you remember, it was 0.251. I'll click on accept, then I'll log in. Okay, so we're saying that if you do your normal DF to check your space, you would see that everything is not in human readable format. We cannot understand. Okay, so as an example, we can see for this dev slash mapper, we can actually see 5024 50254368. It's difficult to understand, which is why it's necessary to put the minus h so that our results can be in human readable format. So when we do so, we'll see that unlike before when we were getting information in kilobytes, now we can understand what is here. This is about 48 gig. But then if you check, this is small compared to what we assigned to our Peanut Lab. We actually gave 100 gig, but what we are seeing here, what we are seeing is actually not up to the 100 gig. So there's actually a need to partition to correct the partitioning. So to do this, we'll type the command vg display. Okay, so we can use. Let me expand this. So we can use vg display to. Okay, we need to run this as a root user. So we'll say sudo. Sudo is a command that allows you become a root user. So we'll say sudo minus I, and then we'll type the command vg display. When we do so, we'll see that it is actually resizable. Our volume group is resizable. It's supposed to be 98 gig, but what we got was actually about 49 gig. So we need to correct that. To do this, we're going to say lv extend. If you remember, we said lv means logical volume, and we're trying to extend it. So we're saying that we want to use everything. So we'll just say 100% free. So if you check, we can see that the free is 49 gig. So we're saying that there's this 49 gig that is not being used. It has not been allocated. It's just there lying fallow. So we want to assign that 49 gig to to this current partitioning. So what we can do at this point is to say allocate 100% of the free, you know, volume, that is the 49 gig. We want to allocate it to this place. This dev mapper Ubuntu VGLV. Okay, so we want to allocate it there actually. So we'll just copy this and then we can see that it's now here. Okay, if you check this, it's saying that the size of the logical volume has changed from 49 gig to about 98 gig. Okay, it's also saying that the logical volume has been successfully resized. We can do a video display again to see what we have here. Okay, so or we can also do a df minus h to confirm. Okay, so df minus h is actually showing us that, oh, it's still 48 gig, right? So what we can now do would now be to resize. So we'll type in the command that says resize 2fs. Okay, so we want to resize what we copied before. Let's see. So we'll copy this again, right? So we're saying that we want this to be resized, and then we'll just click on enter. Okay, our resizing was successful. Let's confirm that again. So we'll do df minus h. So having done df minus h, we can see that we now have 97 gig, which is perfect. So with this, we've come to the end of this particular module. I'll meet you in the next one. Thank you.